Hello, the internet. Good evening, everyone. Well, it's evening on my side, but hello, everyone. Hope you're doing well. Welcome back to Dragonspawn Twitch channel. I hope you having a great day. And things are going well for you. Staying hydrated well, it's summer in the south, so hope you're keeping warm in the north side of the world. But anyways, today we are going to make some maps. So the idea being, the party, which is the Steel Defenders, have begun their journey onto the high seas on the Swift Breeze. And last time we created the Swift Breeze ship, and I did tweet out the completed versions of those. It did come out pretty sweet, but do say so myself. Let me just log into the software that we'll be using. Yeah, the software that we'll be using is Inkarnate. Let's have a look. Cool, loading up. There we go. Okay, so this was the completed ship, the Swift Breeze, that we did on the last map making stream. So, just a quick rundown. We came through, or we were provided with assets and like sort of bare bones stuff, and we sat and thought about all the things that we wanted on the ship. We made a little, I think it's called a poop deck. I could be wrong, but regardless. Yeah, so we added all of these assets. Oh, whoa, no! Put it on the selection tool. Just made it a little bit lived in, you know. Sort of seems like they are actual people that reside on the boat. And there's the crow's nest. Just a combination of the sail, a beam from a different asset set, and the actual crow's nest. And then the second floor, which is the cannon and storage area. I'm pretty proud of my mess, or the kitchen and food storage. It looks really nice. And then the sleeping quarters. And then this is actually the captain's room. Yeah, he's got a bit of a luxurious room. Bearskin rug, a reading table. He plays the fiddle. He's got some sheet music. He's got a nice, luxurious bed, a suave couch, a little work table with a chair. He's got nice curtains, and the captain would be interested in books and reading, unlike some of his crew. And this is the general crew sleeping area. Just a mess of clothes and bedrolls and hammocks and old crates. Just showing that it's lived in. Just going to tweet out very quickly that I'm live. One second for me. Anyways, it's been pretty lazy day today. Didn't do much. Got up pretty late because I only went to bed like at about 3 a.m. My stupid ass was singing for like hours on end. But yeah, got up pretty late. And just vibed the entire day. Yeah. So anyway, moving on to our blank canvas. Yo, what's up? Okay. So the plan was today was to not entirely be a battle map, but sort of a visual reference for the players. We're making a pirate cove or a pirate town. So we're gonna go with that in mind. So I have an idea of what I want to do. I want to show you guys the map of the world. There we go. Oh, that is. How are you? Okay, so this is the map of my world, which is I've named Inkarnate. That's only half of it. Yeah, it's pretty big. So, what we're creating, what we're going to be working with, is this area of the map on the Sanguine Gulf with the Red Sea. I hope you guys can see this. Can you see the map? Just checking. Cool. Okay. So, in my world, this is technically where all our pirates go. This is the pirate place. Anyway, just gonna be doing this quickly. Okay. So, with that in mind, sorry. With that in mind, I want to try and zoom in on this specific area. There's a lake that I kinda, but it doesn't really, now that I look at it, but I tried to make it look like a human heart. And these are all mangrove forests with like swamps, and you can only get through with like a small boat, a small rowboat. So the map is going to be around this sort of lake area, and I want to try and do it in watercolor with the Inkarnate map. Try to get it to resemble this archery. But anyways. Okay. So first things first, we have got to add some land. Simple as that. Actually, let's just select all. I feel like to have all of the options available. Forest. Bum, 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 bum. Always where to start is a little bit of a tricky one. It's because I've got all these ideas running in my head and I don't really know. Okay, let's just go with the brownish type of forest here. I'll put that in the foreground. Okay. As you can see, it's sort of tiled up around it. But that's okay. The size might be a little bit too big. Let's do it. Okay. We've got that base. Now let's cut out a bit of land for the water, for the lake, and for the river that goes out. What's on the bottom left corner? Just checking, by the way, how's the sound? You guys hear everything properly? Yo! Golf Panda is in the house. What's happening, man? Okay. Nice. You see, that kind of looks like a... Well, it was in a kind of an accent. I don't really know what I said, but I meant Goth Panda. But I don't know, if you're okay with Goth Panda, I could call you that too. I mean, whatever you want, man. Okay. This is where I continuously now need to figure out how to make this damn thing look like an actual heart. Okay. There we go. I think I've got it. And then out of here, we'll have that. Okay. I think, let me just color the background with some water. Just for the sake of having the separation for now. Garf Panda! So, Chris Pratt is apparently going to voice Garfield as well. Just talking about Garf Panda just reminded me of that. I heard like a couple of days ago. Chris Pratt as Garfield. Now that is going to be... Well, so he's got Mario as well. And now Garfield. That's going to be interesting. Ba-ba-dum. What do I want to do with it? So it's like a mangrove-y swamp. It isn't going to be vibrant green. It's going to be more sort of dull green. Arteries. So the shape of the water. Oh, there we go. This might look nice. Yeah, softness and opacity. We can sort of blend this in. So if you see, this is like on the water. So there isn't going to really be too many land features, if you get what I'm saying, to sort of simulate arteries. I'll just have to maybe think, if I want it to look like arteries on the water, I gotta try and add something, or try and get something that looks like it's floating on the water. It's a nice color. Darken it around the water's edge. So the idea of this little cove is, this little gulf, is that the pirate ships would be anchored out on the, just going back to the Uranus map quickly. So the pirate ships would be anchored out in this little gulf area off the Red Sea, and they would take their longboats and come into the grove when they eventually get there. So that's the idea. So I'm going to build it around that sort of theme. Oh, can we add some? There we go. We can add some stuff to the water, like lily pads and grass and stuff like that. Some swamp. This is parch. Okay, there we go. Should we darken this a little bit? It's kind of a little bit vibrant green. And for no apparent reason, we'll have a dry patch of land here. We'll darken it up a little bit. Sort of blends. Turn the opacity right down. This should give it a little bit more actual land. Well, started looking like land. Okay. That looks good. Okay, so let's handle the water. Should we keep it all green and mucky and sort of highlight it with that? Okay, actually, just give me 1 sec. It's the outline. Okay, now we put the mask effects. See if we can give some ripples to the water. Inlet a little wider. Yeah. That's a good idea, actually. So that's... That should look okay now. Okay, and then with the green, if I can maybe darken it a little bit, then we sort of blend that in, and we give like an illusion of different depths and changes in the bottom of the lake floor. And just outline the river banks a bit more in the lighter color, sort of depicting more shallow waters. I'm using Inkarnate. It is really cool. The assets are quite insane. So this is okay. This is the brush tool I'm using. So besides, okay, you've got the textures and you've got your colors, obviously. And this is from all of the stuff that's selected. It has a pretty wide range of textures that you could add with different. They just recently added the gothic horror textures for like the Halloween stuff. Dude, it's so nice. So like this desert, more gothic horror, water, and they've got this like they've got different styles. So they've got the watercolor battle maps and cities, which you can sort of like see there. They're more vibrant and sort of more, I would say, cartoonish, if that's the right word. But yeah. Inkarnate with a K. Okay. So that kind of looks good. And reset. This is the sanguine ball. Yes, yes, yes. The dessert. Gosh. I could go for some. I've been thinking recently. Okay, not recently, but like doing this, it kind of looks like matcha, green tea. This is their hideout, dude. This is where the if I could equate it to Pirates of the Caribbean, you know, the island of Tortuga, which I think means turtle in Spanish. But yeah, the island of Tortuga, where all these pirates just get together and have like a sort of a base. That's essentially what this is. And so they are governed, I wouldn't say governed, but they are under the Pirate King, who is the single most intense entity on the high seas. He can jump from ship to ship in a single bound. It's as if the sea is at his beck and call. Yeah, but that's more for when we're in the campaign. Okay. The players will find that out later. Evil DM thoughts. So let's use Goldie Roger. I don't know. We could. I'm my owner, so speed that up. I wonder if you can see these twigs coming through in the water. I don't want to make them too defined. It'll sort of just decrease the size of it. I know it's a One Piece reference, man. But, like, I don't want to base him in pop culture. He's like sort of his own character, an absolute unit of a man. Maybe too much on the entrance side. There's some of these big ones around as well. Shirohige. Yeah, that dude's insane. Can I have some moss? Floating. I want that lily pad. We'll soften this one so it doesn't look insanely outstanding. Drop opacity. There we go. Just texture a little bit. Okay. That looks very vile. Yeah. That's sort of the plan, because I did say that this is like a. I'm not sure if you were here for that. It's sort of like a mangrove sort of environment. So I was sort of gonna have like little streams and stuff that connects it, and have like stagnant pools of water and stuff. Ooh. Exactly, that's what I was going for. All warty and messed up and kind of unkempt, you know? Here we go. We'll add some fish. I don't think they'll be koi. We'll just add this like generic sort of fish. Welcome, Lord Dark Studios. It is Inkarnate. It is indeed Inkarnate. So what we can do here. So these are piranhas. We can drop them a couple layers. And then flatten to the background. Actually, maybe before I do that, that looks good. That definitely looks better. Now we can drop the opacity, make them blend in a little bit more. Sweet. Okay. And we've got piranhas in our Pirate Cove. Fantastic. Okay, so then, since this is a sort of a mangrove environment, we'll try and make some stagnant pools of just random water at some points. Anyways, yeah. So the idea being, so one of my players is a swashbuckler rogue. Yeah, it's pretty helpful, Lord. I must tell you. I must tell you. It's it's what I default to, and I've created some pretty massive scale maps on it. I'm not sure if you've actually seen my world map, but I'm gonna bust it out because I want to show it off. Welcome to the world of Uranus. This is where I run my campaigns. Yeah, so this took me about 3 months to construct, build, and hey man, as long as it represents what it's supposed to represent, the players will get it. And I think it, even though there's a little bit more visual aid, they'll appreciate it. But yeah, this is the world I run my campaigns in. This is Uranus. So my campaigns' names tend to be like Tales of Uranus as the pretext, followed by the group name. So I currently have two campaigns running, which is one called the Shadowed Nomads, a very edgy group, and the other called the Steel Defenders, who's a more sort of righteous, do-goody type of group, and they're pretty cool. Cool. So let's get some stinky water. Stinky water is always the best. I actually use that a lot in like, but also have some edgelords. Yes, the Steel Defenders. I mean, edgelords. Okay, if I say Steel Defenders, I don't think edgelords. I'll be honest with you. I'll be very honest with you. But yeah. So I was saying, like, if you're introducing your players to like a swampy environment or something to that effect, I like to use like a visual, sort of not a visual, but like a narration type of style where I would first narrate what they see, then narrate what they feel, like sights, what they see, like your sights, and what they feel is like the ear is humid and you feel a drop of sweat run down your cheek, and then I go into like smells, and the environment is accurate with the smell of decay and sort of stuff. So it helps build that mood and the setting for your players, which is I think important for them to actually get in there. I mean, even if you're not using like visual aids such as like a map or something, you can use the narration to actually get a desired feeling. That's how it is. So we'll have a pool there. Okay. And we'll highlight it with a bit of bright green to blend it. Okay. Just sort of like that. And give it like sort of multiple layers. Now you've got a pool. Stagnant water. Actually, I need to get rid of these. Maybe the ripple effect is a bit much. Yeah. Personally, I don't like the ripple effect, but it's kind of looks cool. Okay, more stagnant waters. Okay, let's put one on the end of the map here. So, yeah, while I'm just mindlessly painting on screen, I hope everybody's having a good day. A restful Saturday after a long, hopefully productive day at work. Oh, snap. That must have been interesting. That's pretty cool, man. Were they able to get away? Is what I'm thinking right now. Do they have a mode of escape? But you know what? It's actually good to have your players be creative. I try to like install that a lot in like their sort of thinking. It helps with like thinking out of the box. Brings a little bit more ideas to the table. Because the one thing you've got to hate as a player and as a DM, and it happened a couple of times because I've run a group for like newer players, and you say, what would you like to do? And they start just looking through their actions and their spell list and trying to just like literally take the spell, cast it, and try something like that instead of be creative with it and try and find a different meaning. That's pretty creative, I must say. That is pretty creative. Okay. How am I going to do this? I think I need to actually just redo the water. Because I'll cut away. Cut away there. Cut away there. Have that snake sort of like that. Maybe not too much like that. But like that. And we have like another one converging there. Sort of the mouth of that river. Converging there. That. And then one joining there. Okay, that looks decent. Sure. Blood goblins balances. Oh man, holy poop. That's insane. Horseshoe Lake? Does it look like a horseshoe? I was kind of going for like the shape of an actual human heart, and these are the like the arteries and whatnot. But yeah, let's cut out a bit of this. Horseshoe Crab Lake. We'll leave a random island there. Ooh, I could do that. Hold on. So we add a random island there. And like a couple of dots there. That looks pretty sweet. Some black, and we add some nice green. Dude, I think RP is good. Like, as long as you're like, sort of don't get carried away and unnecessarily just like prolong your RP. If it's a natural causation or natural progression, I'm all for it. There are sometimes, and there's one of my players in the chat right now, I will literally allow them to succeed on checks based on how good your RP is, because that is part of what actually drives the game for me. Is like good RP, you know. Just kind of want to brighten that one. A little bit of blue to look sort of waterlogged. Yeah, of course, and that's the thing. Like, if you even look at my number one DM top tip of all time, I wrote it down very eloquently. If I can get to my Twitter very quickly. So, yeah, there we go. Top tip number one: make sure your table is engaged in the game. To ask your seasoned players to ask questions or opinions of players who have become quiet or shy. Pretty soon, everyone with a little bit of effort will begin to contribute a voice. Yeah, so like getting people engaged, even like in the way of RP, is so much fun, because eventually when they do actually get into it, it's so awesome. It makes that moment so much more, what's the word? Real, credible? Yeah. Yeah, that's my feeling on it. And I'm like, I'm so one for roleplay. Like, if you can RP it, do it. All the power to you. Absolutely. Yeah, true. Like seeing a player grow is like one of the most fundamental things. And just that Zeus Paladin, fucking amazing. Really, really amazing. I've got so in my homebrew world I have a god of light and vengeance who's named Valantha. And one of my players also plays a vengeance paladin as well. And has this like whole angelic light effect that comes through. You know, like the, the light just sort of spotlights on him, and it's really cool. And he role plays it really well as well. So I'm grateful for him doing that as well, because he actually drives a lot of the players to jump in and role play as well. Now that's looking sweet, if I must say so myself. Pat in the back. I'm patting myself on the back. Yes, I am. So we darken some of the coastline because this water isn't the cleanest or the most clear. So all of the sediment and stuff that is getting into the water, making it all green and big. Yeah. I get what you're saying. I so get what you're saying. Yeah. And on the opposite end of the spectrum, which is very funny, I've got a Paladin of Vengeance in my second campaign as well, which incidentally we'll be playing tomorrow. If probably at 6-7 p.m. GMT +2. But anyway, he's literally the opposite of the light paladin. He's asked for a armor of smoldering, so that it gives him this constant smoky effect around his armor. And so in my homebrew world as well, so if Valantha is the light, her counterpart is Dragana, who's the darkness. But it's not an evil entity, just a sort of like she's a Valantha shrimp, if I could say. She shrimps Valantha so much, so she would do anything for her. But she works in the darkness to support the light. So on the one end, I have this like really goody two shoes light paladin, and then the other campaign is this really crystal gray dark paladin, which is actually quite interesting because they have never met, never spoken before, and their characters are like polar opposites of each other, which is like the most fantastic fun thing I've ever seen. Okay, add some water effects to this place. Background. Opacity. There we go. Some lily pads. Some lily pads. This just reminds me of that's a very scientific word, eutrophication. What does that mean? Is that something to do with algae? Yeah, there is one statement that I have in mind to describe that entire encounter, Lord. Fucking paladins. That is literally it. Fucking paladins, man. Okay. Looking good. And then let's soften it up with a bit of... Lower opacity. Sweetness. Save. God, paladins can dole out so much damage. It's not even funny. Sometimes, actually, this happened literally maybe like 2 or 3 sessions ago from my Shadow Nomads campaign, which is the one with the Shadow Paladin. I put them up against a Behir, which is a Frost Witch. And the witch pissed them off really badly, so they decided to... context. I had given them an ability which gave them the ability to speak between themselves without an external party hearing, sort of like a telepathic type of thing. So they planned to rush and strike the Behir. So haste was cast on the barbarian centaur. So it's a paladin warlock who had Misty stepped behind the Behir, and I had a genie warlock that cast the spell. So in literally one turn, 4 attacks, they did 150 points of damage in a single turn and one shot the Behir. One shot. That was kind of insane. And it sort of kind of left me feeling like, but I wanted to use my Frost Witch, man. Dude, you know what? Like, some DMs are kind of butthurt when you like one shot their monster they're anticipating. But like, yeah, sure, right? You've anticipated this monster for a little while. You've created this thing, but it should be a sort of like player versus DM sort of thing. I don't know. The feeling I get is like, fuck you guys. I am so fucking proud of you at the same time, you know? Yeah. Like some plays that these guys can do are so out of the box, so brilliant. You're like, are you fucking kidding me right now? Like, how the hell did you come up with that shit? Shall we put a mysterious monument or such on that little island? The little island. Oh. I know what I'm gonna call this. Shall we just call this the Pirate King's Tomb? The Pirate King's tomb, the first Pirate King, or when a Pirate King passes, he's entombed, or his remains are placed on this island. Whatever. I'll just think about it for a little. But we can do that. So, okay, just to get an overview. So this is the Pirate Cove, where they make merry and spend the coin and gold which they pillage and plunder from passing merchant ships and coastal towns. So, first things first, what would they have? To get in here is boats. Let's just check the tags. Ooh. This looks nice. I could possibly like place this somewhere in there, but we'll come again. Think about that one again. Yeah, on that, those are spiteful DMs. I don't particularly vibe with those kind of DMs. Like they take this, like every encounter like a competition. We can add some mist at a later stage. Some. Okay. Ooh, this will be good. This is sort of like this is sort of a top-down view. This is what I was looking for. Docks. I think this is a good place to put a dock. What do you think? Put a place as any. That is pretty clever. I'm not gonna lie. That is really clever. Darkness on the mast. Yeah. But I think, okay, that is pretty clever, but if they can do it, so can you. That's all I'm saying. So I'll probably note that down for another encounter next time. And like, gotcha, bitch! No, I'm kidding. But yeah, that is kind of what, you know, you gotta look out for. Stuff that they can do, you can do too. Oh yeah, and the vice versa is also possible. Two docks. have a third on this side. I haven't had very good experiences with darkness before, because a lot of it is just ooh, this would be nice to use. So yeah, like I've had bad experiences with darkness, and the ones just one example is that I'm a forever DM, right? And I've only ever played 3 characters. One for a camp, like literally my first campaign, which lasted about 3 weeks. And a one shot. I played this on a tangent now, sorry. I played this monk who had never seen the outside world for a long time, or have never seen the outside world, just literally was raised in this monastery. And the dude used to just shout, "That's so cool!" for the most randomest shit ever. I fucking hated him. I hated him. But, and in this campaign that I'm currently playing, who's currently on a hiatus, I play a Death Domain cleric, human variant, so I have no dark vision. So every time darkness is cast, I am literally crippled. And I can't do shit. And then I just switch into like support mode as a cleric. And then we have an abandoned ship in the middle. Or wrecked ship in the middle of... Yeah, true. It does affect those with dark vision. But none of my players have ever played a character with Devil Sight. That would be pretty deadly. So if you have like a tiefling warlock with Devil Sight and Darkness, that could be kind of broken. Just thinking about it. Blinder than a bat. Exactly. I need longboats. Boats. True. I can only just think of the after effects, because if you cast darkness, everybody can see this like this thick miasmatic fog, so everybody knows something is there. All they do is wait till your spell fades, or just wait for you to come out of the darkness, and yeah, you kind of stuck to after that, I think. So let me just ask, how did you escape that situation? Because that's kind of interesting to me. Boats wouldn't dock like that, though. They should dock like this. Oh, we'll have a couple of... Broken boat, seen it around. That worked out well for you. Jeez, with the 21 AC, yeah, you're not getting hit. You're definitely not getting hit with that. But that's an interesting concept. Yikes, yeah. Listen, yeah, I'm playing a tank sort of character as well. I wonder if I can show you my D&D. Actually, let me do that. Because I'm proud of this character, man. I've played him. This is the only character that I've played for the longest. It's now probably been about... This was actually before the lockdown, when we played like face to face. That's kind of insane. Let's see. I've been playing this character for almost 3 years now. Almost 3 years, dude. Holy poop. Okay. Meet my death domain cleric. Ah, that is so cool. Bard with backup dances. I love it. But here, this is my most prized character because I've played him the longest. I started with him at like level 3, now he's level 14, with an AC of 22. This guy is a tank. But I love him. Anyways. Back to Inkarnate. Oh yeah. I was showing you guys what I did a couple of days ago. So this is the ship that the Steel Defenders have actually got on like 2 weeks ago. Yeah, he's a beefy cleric. I think I took the tough feat as well for him. No. He's just got a really high constitution. So this map took me about 3 hours to do. So I kind of made it like really detailed. You got a little navigation table, a chest, the wheel, longboats on the side, wine and water barrels, and then crates, and then your deck cannons, random pair of trousers and a shirt. Yeah. And a separate crow's nest. The lower deck for the cannons below, the food storage, and a sleeping quarters type vibe. I know this is technically not accurate, whatever nautical design for a ship might be. But yeah, that's my interpretation. I have no fucking idea how a sail ship, a cargo ship back in the day was set up. It did actually take some time. And Tick, you were with me that stream. Yeah, it took us about 3 hours. Okay. Shall we go with some top-down vegetation and tree? Corrupted trees, dead trees. Yeah, these will be nice to have around. Size them right, and just like pockmark them everywhere. Nightshade. Okay. Vegetation, where are you? Trees and the like. You're right to the top. Okay. Grab some of these as well. That should be about right. Random logs. No, okay. Dun, dun, ba, 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 ba. Ba, 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 ba. Ba, da, ba, ba, ba. Da, da, da. Mushroom, yeah. I don't think mushrooms would be visible at that height, unless you want me to make it like a giant mushroom. I could probably do that. Ooh, it'd be nice to have some abandoned stuff on there as well. actual ship size wouldn't fit there. So let's put a tower right here. That looks good. We can put a tower on the opposite side. Give me 1 second, chat. I'll be back in a couple of minutes. 30 seconds. Alrighty, I'm back. Okay, I was just thinking these boats kind of look out of place for some reason. Actually, okay. That's all objects. Okay, I will lighten. Lighten looks okay. Looks better, I would say. We can lighten. And that one as well. Okay. Let's get rid of one ship. Looking for houses. Building. There we go. Also, don't forget to hydrate, guys. So the problem I'm having right now is trying to find something that looks piratey. Something that would be sort of not really posh like these things. Sort of decrepit but not abandoned like these things. Yes, yes, Lord, I know. I am doing so as well. Thank you very much. And thanks for stopping by, man. Much appreciated. And I do hope you enjoy the rest of your day. I think you're NA, right? So it should be late afternoon for you. It's currently like 10:30 p.m. where I am. Walk buildings. They're kind of tribal, but not what I'm looking for. Not ideal. Not ideal. Not ideal. Village. Village could work. Nice one, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, like I agree. I love trying to just support as many people as I can, just to bring the community up as a whole. Because to come up together is it's a good feeling. But yeah, keep on keeping on, man. We'll catch you around when you're back. I think this will be okay. It gives off an older vibe. Yeah. Okay, cool. So I'm gonna use this one. I'll put that one right there. So the first thing the pirates do is dock. What do they want to do? Drink, eat, make merry. So that's where the tavern's going to be. And this is sort of some other officious building. We'll have the officious side this way. You can get rid of some of the chiefs because they're gonna just get in the way. I like this tile, but it's in the way right now. Okay. I say officious for pirate business. We can have a few little houses like these that sort of interconnect with each other, and there's be random establishments and like blacksmiths and people have actually opened up their businesses on a pirate island. Maybe they are done with the pirating life and just want to settle down, open up a little blacksmith shop and vibe for the most part. But I've been working on like a pirate code, which I think will be fun. And have these ones this side. So, like, I'm trying to think now, what could be like part of the pirate code? If a pirate of the Accord but you see, I thought about that. And if merchants trade on pirate islands, they could be ostracized and actually, by law, not allowed to trade with the mainland because they're dealing with criminals. You know what I mean? So that's my thought process there. The one thing I did want to do as well is with the shader tool, we'll make some roads, because even though this was an untouched grove before, the constant foot traffic would obviously make some pathways, yeah? Okay. Gonna get rid of some of the trees here so I can place some things here as well. Let's have this one as sort of like a shipwright place where they could get materials for mending their ship and whatnot. Da-da-dum, da-da-dum, ba-bum-bum. I have a couple of like town. Nah, that's a little bit too built up for a bunch of cutthroat pirates. I'd say they'd be living the simple life. They need places to stay, so these are like sort of independent lodges. Lots of places with entertainment, and this could be oh right, actually I want this on the other side. This will be central, and I want to put a bridge here to just sort of connect one side to the other. So wooden bridge like there. Get the broken boat out the way. Put it more towards the shore. Right. There's your house of alcohol and drink and food and whatever. And this will be the house of pleasures, if you know what I mean. Because no pirate hangout is complete without one. That's just how it is. I must save our progress so far. Okay. So that looks decent. But I think something that's bugging me a little bit is that all of the houses need to make them objects so they cast shadows. And no. Doesn't look at all right. Maybe we dark or we hardline it. That looks good. These now look like old, really decrepit houses. Hey, I didn't say that, Tick. But I meant it. Okay, we'll leave that as normal. Okay, so thinking, okay, we'll put a couple of bridges everywhere, just to make it so that transport is easier around the island. Over these little rivers and whatnot. Okay, we don't need one there. So there's a couple of docks. There's 3 docks. So what can we have here? We will have the Pirate King's building, castle, fortress. I wouldn't say fortress, maybe. Something big and gaudy for him. Because maybe that's a little bit too much construction going on there. Okay, back up to the top. I think a fortress is a good idea. Okay. Okay. That looks good. Okay. So what would the pirate fortress have around it? Let's think. Guards. His crew. Maybe he has his crew live on the same side of the island as him. You know? Or they just live in the fortress. They could just live in the fortress. They can just vibe in the fortress, man. Okay. Look that way. I'll place it there. I think that looks good. Actually, I feel like I want to add a little bit of green to the floor. We could have a darker. I don't want it to be overly green. Okay. Let's have a little bit of green in some spots. Okay. That's why it wasn't showing. Because I had it on the background. Dummy! That was dumb. Okay. Some highlighted green in some areas. Just for the sake of it. Because I think it's a little bit... It looks a little bit too dull. Yes? But it's not vibrant green. It's like this really... I'd call it like a sickening kind of green. Like a ghostly kind of green, maybe. Yeah, I think that looks good. The only things that are sticking out to my eye right now are the dogs. Because they kind of look a little bit too bright. A little bit too bright. So let's take care of it now. Let's just do this bridge as well. Yeah, we'll keep it normal. And turn down the brightness. Yeah, it does. It does. So I did darken it a little bit. Or quite a bit there. Normal. I'll kill the brightness there. Kill the brightness there. Okay. I think that looks pretty damn decent, if you ask me. I think we're just about done. I don't know what I want to do with the centerpiece. Oh, we'll just have the tomb there. It's fine. Maybe we get rid of some of the lily pads. Because the big ones kind of be looking as big as ships on boats. Because yeah, I didn't want it to look. The one thing I didn't want it to do is look like really busy. If I can get rid of some of these lily pads, then that should open up a little bit of, free up a little bit of clutter from the actual pond itself, or lake actually. Also the lily pads that are there. Putting the darker green on top of it sort of blends it in. Doesn't sort of blending it in, I think it kind of kills a little bit of the clutter, the visual clutter. Remove that one. And that one. That one. Move some of them up here. Okay, get rid of that one altogether. I don't like that one. Now, I think that looks okay. Let's see. Hydrate. My throat feels kind of rough. Yesterday, in the late evening, till about 3 a.m., I was singing, playing my guitar. So my throat is kind of rough at the moment. Okay, save it. Let's try and put a filter on it and see what happens. That looks good. I think the mist is a win here. Just make it less opaque. But we get rid of clarity. Does make it a little bit dull, but that's kind of what I'm going for. The mist makes it look submerged. Are you talking about the mist? How about now? I think this kind of looks cool. What say you? Yeah, I think that's it. I think we've got a winner. Okay, no, I just want to try and maybe lessen the opacity here. Okay, cool. And I think we're done, guys. And that's it. Actually, no. Let me do this one thing. Put that right there. And that looks good. Save changes and we're done, guys. Okay. So, with that being said, this is the Sanguine Golf that we've done today. I think we've actually made quite a decent map. I like it quite a bit. But if you did enjoy the content, guys, please drop a follow. I'd appreciate it. Follow me on Twitter at DragonSpawnD. That's DragonSpawnD. And until the next time, we're going to be seeing you guys. Yep. Alright. And that's me signing out. Enjoy the rest of your evenings. Be good, guys. And we'll catch you the next time. Goodbye, the internet! Oh, if just one more thing. If you follow me at DragonspawnD on Twitter, you can get these maps absolutely free of charge, because I will be posting them after completion. Anyways, cheerio, guys. Until the next time.